Don't delete it. Alright. We're going to keep it rolling.
It is recording though, eh?
Do you want to you do the introduction? Ready?
No.
Set.
Is that recording?
Yeah.
How do we know?
Because it's still going. You're not going to do the introduction? Fuck.
No, because your voice is much nicer.
No, I do it every fucking time, cunt. You do it once.
Welcome to the Rugby Round Up, episode 13.
Thanks, Ben. Are you going to add to that?
No, I'm just like getting forced to do things.
I don't know what you mean. No one's got a gun to your head.
Jared?
Episode 13, isn't that supposed to be unlucky? Unlucky for some. You know how like
a lot of
hotels don't have floor 13?
Yeah, but they actually technically do, but they just don't call it 13.
Yeah, they just have it as like a service level.
Also in elevators, that button that says close the door, you know those two arrows that are pointing together, about 90% of them aren't even connected. You just push it because you think it's going to go faster.
So it's
Look at next time you're in an elevator,
it's like
push
therapeutic.
it. Yeah, push it and see if it lights up. I bet you it won't light up.
Do you mean just the ones in this building?
No, just in like a lot of buildings, they just don't connect them. They're just there to ease people's minds, saying, "Oh, well, I'm in a rush." They just smash it. Do you notice when you've got a remote and you're watching TV and you've got low batteries, you push the remote harder, but it doesn't actually do anything?
My car keys are doing that in the moment. The battery's running out.
You do a
So
thing through the head.
yeah, that's strange how that works. Like if you're, I've honestly tried it. I've been standing. I've walked away from my car until clicking it doesn't make it open, and then you put the clicker up to your head.
Yeah.
You look at the car, and you click it, and it opens.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Brainwaves.
Back in the day, we had those windows, and it's all automatic now, right?
Mm-hmm.
The kids will never know.
The kids will never know the struggle of analog
also,
windows.
one thing the kids won't know is, you know how you hang up a phone?
Yes.
They're probably asking, like 10-year-olds now, like why is it called hang up a phone? Because we usually, like we had a landline, you actually literally hang it up.
Yeah.
These days you just push a button.
True. Yeah. Like that furious moment where you just like whoosh, put the phone down. Oh man, they will never have to deal with you know, like ringing up a girl and asking her dad or mum if you could talk to her.
Yeah.
And like having to go through that mental preparation of, all right, I got this girl's number. I'm gonna call her. I hope she answers.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Mr. So and so. Can I please speak to
Or
Courtney?
Or there's like a you've got an answer phone at home on your landline, and the girl's called you.
Yeah.
And like she's left the message saying that was good last night or something, and then like your mum gets home and pushes it.
Oh, and they get your message.
Yeah. The family gets the message.
Or the prank calls.
The prank calls, yeah.
You can't prank call people because then they just ring you back on the number you called them from.
Yeah.
Anonymity. Anonymous. Also, we're talking about this at work. Remember when you had to go to the movies with your mates, and you'd be like, "All right, cool. I'll meet you we'll go see we'll go see that new movie at 7:30." And you go there, and you're like, "Shit, where are my mates?
Yeah.
Are they coming down?"
Oh, because you don't have mates, eh?
No, I never had mates, so I don't know what it's like.
Yeah. So how long were we waiting for? Like for 14 years?
Yeah, for ages. It's actually a very touchy subject.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you ever do the genitals through the popcorn trick?
No,
Oh,
I never did.
Neither.
Did you ever have it done on you by an older relative?
I did, yeah.
That explains a lot.
I went off popcorn.
Yeah. But you knew and you put your hand in?
Yeah,
like you were one of those ones.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Remember we used to talk about rugby on that other podcast we had?
Yeah.
We did 12 episodes.
12 episodes of the rugby. What is this one called?
It's just called the roundup of our week and our thoughts.
People don't really want to hear much about. I'm surprised if you're still listening. Thanks for hanging in there. Should we start?
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Because I love interrupting you. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers.
Yeah.
And also, I want to say a special Happy Mother's Day to single dads.
Really?
Why not?
What about single mothers too?
Oh, yeah, and single mothers. Yeah. No, but like, yeah.
Grandmothers?
Just all people that consider themselves
Anybody
mothers.
who gave birth, or anyone who thinks of themselves as a mother.
Yeah.
Like
also,
Caitlyn Jenner.
animals. I'm speaking of Caitlyn Jenner. Kelly tagged me in the thing, and he said she was at an awards show, and someone yelled out, "Bruce, get your dick out!" And she left. Yeah.
Wow, that's savage, man.
Oh,
That's savage.
it looks like you've got glitter in your beard still.
Yeah,
from the
because
weekend.
you fucking threw glitter on me at that week. Oh man. So Ben is that type of guy who glitter bombs people at parties. Standing there chatting with people, and he walks up with a fistful of glitter, and he just goes, blows it on. Oh man.
And when it doesn't come off.
It gets in your eyes. It's like sand, but then it adds another dimension of you can't sneak up on people once you've got glitter on yourself. Also, you're not taken seriously when you go and coach a rugby team the next day and you've got glitter on your face.
How glittery were you?
I was as glittery as Mardi Gras,
Really?
the bathroom at Mardi Gras after the weekend.
Oh, did I tell you about the bathroom at Mardi Gras that year?
Yeah, what is it? That
There was a big line to the girls' toilets at Mardi Gras, and there was like a small line in the guys. So girls started coming into the guys. I'm at the urinal, as you are. This girl just fucking bowled in, ripped her shit off, and just backed up on the urinal.
Really? Like,
yeah,
just...
it was like a waterfall.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. She was one of the...
Like a racehorse.
Like a racehorse.
Like, you know when you drive past a field of cows and you see a cow standing there and they just let it rip.
Yeah.
Let it rip!
Wait, have you ever gone up to like a herd of cows and started playing music? They run to you. Have you done that?
No.
No, do it next time.
I've seen it's what they do in Scandinavia. It's called calming. They sing like songs to herd their cattle in from the
yeah,
mountains.
it works.
Yeah, I've heard of that. That's pretty cool.
Why did you know that? That's scary.
Calming, because I've recently gotten into Swedish folk music.
Oh, have you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely top 6.
Top 6?
Yeah. Oh man, have you had any shit from Australians this week, Ben?
Always. I don't trust Australians.
You don't trust them?
No.
No?
Like, I just don't.
Why?
How can I? Sydney's a multicultural city,
Yeah.
and what I've noticed is all these different races and ethnicities, they sort of congregate in their own little communities.
Yeah, that's true.
And they always just, and even they take over suburbs. They take over apartment buildings. They don't like to
like New
mix and
Zealanders in
mingle.
Bondi in the 80s.
They don't like to mix and mingle. So there must be a reason for that, right? No,
So you're blaming Australia?
No, we love Australians. Australia's the best country in the world, isn't it?
Second best. New Zealand's the best.
How do you know that?
Because I've lived in both.
Oh,
It's a matter of opinion anyway, isn't it?
I reckon Australia's pretty good.
So, did you watch much rugby this weekend, Ben?
Did I what?
Yeah? I don't, because that was not really a question, it's not an answer.
Yeah.
Did you watch Shute Shield? That started up.
Did I what?
Actually, I think it's like the fourth round or something.
Oh, Shute
They're
Shield.
showing it on Channel 7, which is cool. But they showed the wrong game.
Yeah, Manly versus North should have been on TV.
Yeah,
right?
they had Gordon playing Eastern Suburbs, but that was in the Orange. They played it out in the country. I guess
it's good initiative to play out there in the country.
Yeah. Could the Shute Shield include country New South Wales teams? I guess it's its own. It's just Sydney.
Do you know what I'm so
Sydney
confused?
centric.
Shute Shield, for those that don't know Shute Shield, like that aren't in Australia or Sydney or whatever, it's just like their domestic competition, right?
Yeah.
That honestly, the competition is so strong. Like I can't understand why Shute Shield is so good, but then it doesn't get transferred into like the Waratahs and stuff.
Yeah, Ben, you're right. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't see why they don't.
I agree.
But I don't see why the Waratahs. I mean, when you look at the Shute Shield, the quality's pretty decent. They've got, and in the past, it's been super strong, and it's growing again. There was an article in the Daily Telegraph about it, about how the tribalism's coming back, and people are turning up to watch it again.
Yeah.
Apparently, it gets the same viewing numbers as Super Rugby.
Yeah, I read about 10,000 or so for the final over 10,000 for the final last year, and the Waratahs were getting less than that.
Yeah. So anyway, it was round 7. It was round 7 in the weekend.
Shute Shield
I still don't get why they didn't have Manly and Northern Suburbs as the main game.
on TV.
Yeah, on TV they had Gordon playing Eastern Suburbs in orange. I guess because they took it to the country, so they want to represent the bush, you know. Mate, we go on bush, mate.
Are you down
Gordon,
with the bush?
yeah, mate, love a bit of bush. Eastern Suburbs beat Gordon. It was 21-19 at one point. Gordon made a comeback, and then it didn't have the quality.
Can I put pressure on you?
Why is it called Gordon? Gordon just sounds like Gordon. It's a pretty old school name.
Yeah, but
like Barry.
Yeah, but it's weird. Like, you can't call your kid Gordon or Barry. It's like you
Can't
can't
call
have a
your kid
baby
Bruce.
called. You can't. Yeah, Bruce. Oh, this is baby Bruce. No, it's not. Get out of here. Throw it off a balcony. Come back.
Keith, have you ever met a Keith our age?
No.
I don't know any Keiths.
They only turn Keiths when they're like 90.
I think you have to change your name. So Manly and Norths were both undefeated this season. I think Norths were undefeated for a lot longer than that.
Yeah, because
Going back into last year.
Yeah, they had a big run last year and won it, right?
Yeah, but Manly won that 23-18.
What a game.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. Did you?
No.
Got a mate who plays for West Harbour, Rob Catnack, halfback for West Harbour there. They've been struggling a little bit this season as well, so obviously he's not pulling his weight, mate. Come on.
Is your team West Harbour A? Your team is West Harbour and Shute Shield?
No. Northern Suburbs is the Jemoyne team.
Oh, okay. So
And I think where I live, like Marrickville area, is Sydney Uni. Like Canterbury, Marrickville, they all feed towards Sydney Uni.
Sydney Uni, they're very dominant.
They have been in the past,
Yeah.
they're not at the moment. If we look at the standings in the Shute Shield, Manly's up top, North's the second, Eastwood is third. I don't even know where Eastwood draws their players from. I assume East, but
I know when Eastwood plays.
Warringah is like Mossman area, Ranwick, down the bottom.
No, Mossman is North, isn't it?
This isn't good for rugby in Sydney if you're looking at the western suburbs. Penrith and Parramatta and West Harbour are all bottom of the table.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, no, it's not because.
Yeah, we don't like West.
But West Sydney is where they've got the most. That's the highest population.
Oh, okay.
And you know why it's fading there? Because what's growing out west?
AFL.
Football and AFL. So that's some concerning signs there that Penrith, Parramatta, and West Harbour are all at the bottom.
Maybe we should do next week. We should do a AFL podcast.
Actually, next week we've got a guy from the Shute Shield coming on the podcast.
Oh,
I don't know why he would do that to his career.
He might cancel on us.
He might cancel. We've had a lot of. We can't trust Australians. We don't know. We'll see. So let's take a look at this week's Super Rugby action. Okay, here.
Okay.
First game of the round.
Super Rugby, geez.
First game of the round. 12 tries in this game. The Blues beat the Cheetahs, 50 points to 32, and the Blues have now won 3 games on the trot.
A row. Congratulations to the Blues, but can I just say, not satisfied.
You want to see more?
No, I'm not satisfied with them leading in that much points to Cheetahs.
Yeah, they were ahead by a lot more, and then they just switched off.
Mate, 32 points at home against the Cheetahs, not good.
No.
Don't be happy. Don't be too happy. Don't be, just calm down.
Calm down, you're not there yet. And you know what's strange? And I actually, not just strange, infuriating, is that they probably won't get to the finals, even though
I know.
they've got, like, let me just check.
Oi.
Let me just check the actual, can you pull up on the Union Live app the ladder?
Yeah.
Because from memory, I think they're on 31 points now. Brumbies are still stuck on 19. 12 points difference, and the Brumbies are going to get a home final as it stands, and the Blues won't even make it.
So the Blues are on 31 points, but yet the Brumbies are on 19, and the Stormers are on 26.
Brother.
For the brothers.
It's not for the boys, man. It's not for the boys. But then you get people saying, well, the
They'll get in for a wild card.
The NZRU agreed to this format. Like they decided, okay, here we'll do this format, and it's backfiring on them.
Do you think that they this is like Kim Kardashian? Oh, jeez.
What about it?
You know how like she had the sex tape and stuff. Like you know that old saying, "Any publicity is good publicity."
Mm.
Did they do this on purpose so that we talk about it? 'Cause
No,
a lot of
surely
people
not.
talk. It's a very like it's a big topic.
Yeah, I don't. But people are busy giving the Brumbies shit, but they still don't mention that even the Stormers leading their conference.
Wait, and Brumbies. Oh,
The Stormers are on 26, so they shouldn't even be in there. Oh no, they should. It should. Oh, the hug.
and can I just say, I think all the Warriors fans are now Blues fans.
Fuck the Warriors.
Because I think there was people burning their Warriors jerseys.
See, that's a reason. See, I didn't like them for a reason, and now a lot more people are going to be sympathetic towards my cause. Fuck the Warriors, man.
Fuck them all.
It was that exact fixture last year, round 8 or whatever, versus Penrith, where they were winning and then they lost.
Yeah.
Tyrone Peachy got his hat trick, and then it's happened again. I mean,
Also, I
Warriors.
got told by a very good mate of mine that Willie Hines has been
The ex-Crusaders player.
one of the most underrated halfbacks ever. Is in like the England squad or something.
No.
Like he's got his nose in there, but also because the Blues first five, Pierce Francis is in the England team, eh?
Yeah. So.
Because they're coming over here to play Australia, aren't they?
No. Yeah. Yeah. Just for a second there, I thought I was in New Zealand. Yeah, they're coming to Australia. No. England's not playing. England's playing Argentina.
Oh, Argentina. Yeah.
Australia's playing Italy, Scotland, and Fiji.
Yeah, Italy, Scotland, Fiji. Yeah.
Stalwarts, very strong teams. All. Australia should beat all of those teams.
Should.
On paper, we know
but
what that means.
that's a bit of a hard one for the people with all their. They're missing all those stars and the lines to still agree to have a test, because it's still a test, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Now, speaking of the Lions, we're going to talk about the Johannesburg Lions, not the British and Irish Lions.
The next game?
The next game on Friday, they beat the Brumbies. I thought the Brumbies were going to do it. It's actually shocking.
Second
the Brumbies,
game in a row.
In the first half, with half an hour gone, the Brumbies had 80% territory and 90% possession. Or it might be the other way around, 90% possession. But they absolutely dominated the Lions in the first half and only got 3 points.
They haven't scored a try in 2 games.
Really? Shit. That's concerning. That's concerning for the Brumbies there. They need a... And that opened the door for not only the Waratahs to maybe get that top spot, it also opened the door for the Reds. The Reds could still get the top spot, and even the fucking Force could get the top spot.
Yeah, because they've all got 3 wins, eh?
They've all got 3 wins. Oh
and
my
Waratahs
god.
have got 3 wins as well.
Yeah, I think even mathematically the Rebels could still make it. The Rebels have got 8 points, and if they win all of their matches and other things go their way, it's what a crazy conference.
Speaking of the Brumbies,
it's like a car crash. You can't help but look.
Larkham is leaving next year.
So is
I've been told by a guy from work. Shout out Nick Hall. He told me that the North's coach from Shute Shield is in front runner for the job.
Oh, hey.
Simon Cron, who's actually related to
Mike Cron, the scrum coach for the All Blacks,
so
Crusaders. Yeah, that's interesting.
So maybe he's got better things coming for them.
So that was it showed how great the Lions are at defence and playing under pressure. They showed their credentials for title.
It didn't do a lot of good for us, the Kiwi sides, because the Lions have an easy run home.
They don't play Kiwi sides.
No, but like they've got like some Wolves, Jaguares, so they could easily top.
Yeah, they could.
They could easily
They could get the home final.
They have a hard run.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. Eh?
Yeah. Speaking of Crusaders, next game of the round on the Saturday. This was billed as the game of the season.
Matt Todd.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This was billed as the game of the season, and it didn't live up to that. I was disappointed. It was
a good game for me.
Yeah, no, okay. It was your classic rugby match.
Oh yeah.
There was big defense, penalty goals. I think that was probably the most penalties kicked in the Super Rugby match this year.
And also the Hurricanes were averaging about 6 tries a game, just over 6 tries a game.
And they didn't score.
They didn't score a try.
For the first time since 2014.
That's the one.
It's the first time the Hurricanes haven't scored a try since ages ago. Since Obama. Now, Havili, Do you think he could be in the All Blacks?
That's what Mills Molina said, eh?
Mm.
He said he would, start him or no? Oh, no, he would have him in there over Barrett.
But it wasn't Havili who was the best player for me. It was Ryan Crotty.
Wait, solid?
So, but I didn't realise that he had such a good kicking game. The amount of cross-field kicks, he was doing little chips and grubbers.
That pisses me off so much, man.
They played... The Crusaders stole the Hurricanes'
No, they
plays.
fucking didn't, mate.
The cross-field kicks.
Don't fucking do
Hurricanes
that.
didn't do one, Crusaders did them. They did like 4.
Oh, what? They stole the Hurricanes' crossfield kick?
Yeah.
Mate, they didn't fucking invent it. We were doing it back before fucking anyone fucking did it.
How many have you done this year, except until that game?
We've fucking crossfield
Zero.
kicked. That doesn't mean they invented it.
Ben's getting so mad.
It's not their fucking move. Oh, look, we passed the ball.
No, they stole it from Rugby League.
Fuck off. We won, cunt.
Yeah, you did. No, it was you deserved to win. You definitely deserved to win. Just like when the Chiefs beat the Hurricanes earlier this year, and I said the Hurricanes haven't played a team that defends properly yet.
Exactly.
They came up against another team that knows how to defend.
Interesting fact,
they lost the game.
There was the Crusaders missed 15 tackles still. The Hurricanes missed 24. That's all the articles say. Great defense, great defense. To me, that's not great defense.
True. Cha-roo. So Hurricanes were a little caught off guard.
They weren't at their best either, but like I was saying before,
And
Matt Todd, 100th. He was a fucking force to be reckoned with.
Immense.
Immense.
He was incredibly immense. Next game was the Rebels and the Reds. This was a lot closer than I thought it would be.
Oh, Scott Barrett's injured.
Oh yeah.
Israel Dagg played club rugby too.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so maybe see
the
big
be coming back.
Could be coming back, but maybe not against the Chiefs. I don't know. What do you reckon?
Oh, I don't reckon much. So the Rebels Reds. This game was a lot closer than people were predicting. It seems like those teams with their heads on the chopping block are turning up, but came out this week or in the weekend that the Rebels CEO is considering selling his license back to the ARU, which would open up the door for the Rebels getting cut. So would you be okay with that if he sold his license so it's not private anymore? Would you prefer the ARU cut the Rebels or the Force? Because I've completely 180'd.
You want the Force staying, eh?
Yeah, I want the Rebels gone now.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
There was a lot of fucking Fijians in that game.
Yeah, well, Fijians are some of the best rugby players in the world.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Here.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
And George Smith's still playing. He started. Jeez.
Reece Hodge, for the Rebels, scored 14 points.
Okay, wait.
Which was more than half of their points, which is standard Reece Hodge.
Wait, just hypothetically speaking,
a shining light in the darkness of the Rebels.
Just say Rebels are cut, right?
Yeah.
That dude does whatever he does behind the scenes. Who gets, what other teams want any players from that team apart from Hodge? Who?
I think Tom English is playing pretty well. Laurie Weeks. They've got some good props.
Don't they have Toby Smith? That ex-Chiefs guy?
Yeah, they do. Toby Smith, and they've got Callum Retallick. Amanaki Mafi, the Japanese number 8. He's quality. But yeah, you're right. I don't see many.
I see a lot of those guys working at Bunnings or.
What about Korobiti? How's his rugby experiment failed?
Yeah.
Why do they keep wanting to bring rugby league players to the fucking? It's insulting. Like they're talking about Cooper Cronk, 33-year-old, and they're talking about how great he would be for the Waratahs and maybe Wallabies. What? He hasn't played a game of rugby union in his life. It's not a fucking easy transition.
Yeah.
What would be his position? He's a standoff or halfback. They'd be like first 5, but I don't know. Focus on developing your own players rather than trying to get a league player at the end of his career.
Going back to real stats and stuff, back to that Crusaders game.
No,
that was the first game that was sold out this year in Super Rugby.
Was it? Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, son.
That's good for the game.
They even put a few more thousand seats in, I think.
Well, the next game after the Rebels Reds was actually that's a good segue into this match.
Segue Nation.
The Bulls and the Highlanders played to the smallest crowd I have ever seen. Holy shit. If you
Did you count
watch the highlights, could easily have counted them on 2 hands. If you watch the highlights of that game, aside from Malakai Fekitoa showing why he's a great centre, he's coming into form, which is nice to see. Crotty and Fekitoa will still be the starting.
It's just nice and simple, isn't it? Just put them back
Yeah,
in.
it is. Oh!
Fuck the Pondies coming straight from that.
Underground. Because he got a bit of gold and a pager. The Bulls Highlanders. Did you see the 2 red cards? Waisake Naholo
Yeah.
smacking that dude on the chin with his shoulder. It looked bad. It looked worse than it was in slow motion.
Yeah. Honestly, like...
But the second red card, Greg Pleasant's Tate, our boy, he got fucked. That dude went flying in, no arms.
Oi,
Oof!
The Bulls should have won that game so
Yeah,
easily.
well,
that guy just destroyed them.
Yeah, because it was 10-all. They scored in that play, but then the ref took it back to look, found that Greg Pleasant's Tate got fucked. It was actually pretty funny to watch. Like, it's good, he's all good, but holy shit, he got smashed.
Yeah. And that guy lost in the game, then he got red carded, right?
He got red carded, so
And
then
then
they were playing back 14 each.
It's Fekitoa's, he's a bit like Money Banks. He looks way older than he is.
No, he looks young, man.
No, he looks 80.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Nah. You don't. Nah. I disagree.
It was a very weak game. Oh.
Nah, I won't ring the bell. Oh. Come on, only for bullshit chat. Okay, you cannot ring it in any other situation.
Yeah, okay.
It was awesome also to see a game of rugby being played with a bit of mud. The teams actually looking like they'd put in a shift rather than...
I think the position, wasn't it like 35-65?
To
the Bulls.
Honest?
Yeah.
So the Bulls should have won that and
Bulls
they just showed their quality.
Smash them.
Remember, this is a team that has lost to the Kings and the Sunwolves. So, not surprising.
And I think Aaron Smith took the most kicks as well.
Speaking of the Kings, sir.
Our Kings.
Our Kings, long-time fans.
I think I like the Kings more than I like the Blues.
Have the Kings now
back
won...
Back to back.
Have they won 3 in a row?
Yeah, Waratahs, Rebels.
And then Sharks.
Wow.
And they scored at the end of the game to seal it.
Well, it's actually the first time the Kings have been the South African team.
Really?
They've never been this.
Wow, and they're going to be cut next year.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah. Putting in one hell of a... They're going... I'm going out in a blaze of glory. Yeah, see my fantastic voice. I do weddings, guys. If you want, hit us up.
I do.
At the Rugby Round Up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Email us if you want.
And I do
gmail.com.
I do magic shows at kids' parties.
You do. With popcorn.
Mm-hmm. I do one-on-ones.
The last game of the round was another upset. 2 upsets in a row. How many multis were ruined by the Kings and the Force? Look, the Force, I've been a long time fan. I've loved the Force, always loved them.
Yeah.
They beat the Jaguares 16-6.
Their first away win this year.
Yep, and it was the first time an Australian team has beaten the Jaguares.
First time?
Yeah. First time an Australian team has beaten the Jaguares in Argentina, sorry.
Okay.
And I think it's been a while since the Force have won away from home.
Yeah.
Good on you, the Force. Turning up. You're doing alright. They're slowly getting there. There's even talk that they could top the conference as well.
Who?
Force. It's ridiculous. It's so crazy
that conference is fucked.
It is. It's fucked. Man, I can't. I'm lost for words. The Brumbies, the Reds, the Waratahs, and the Force have all won 3 games each. Now, the Brumbies have had 7 games where they've lost by 7 points or less.
That's why they got so much points, right?
That's why they're on top.
A bit ahead.
Now, each Australian rugby team also has a negative points differential. Brumbies -7, Reds -117, Waratahs -80, Force -72, and the Rebels -243. After 10 games, they're letting in 24 points a game, and they're scoring on average 14.
Fuck's sake.
It's the worst. It's the worst attacking team in Super Rugby history. The Rebels. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya, mate. And so after that round, we take a look at leading try scorers, and Lomape and Aso are still up there.
They got owned in the weekend, mate.
Yeah, Ioane, Reko Ioane,
Well, he's better.
third.
He's better as a winger, eh?
Yeah, he's doing really well at
He's
wing.
doing really good.
Waimakariri Bridge he's fourth, and Nabuli is fourth as well. He's fifth on 8. But it's quite a contrast to the round before, where it was the most attacking round, and now this one was quite stodgy.
Biggest scoring round.
There was no blowouts. There was, except for the Blues, but all the games were pretty tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look out for the Blues in the next round. Let's just go straight to the next round.
No, I've got something to say.
Sorry, apologies in advance, everybody at home.
I'm just saying to the Australian people, you guys, because you guys have got an easy pull in the World Cup.
World Cup draw, yeah.
Yeah, what's up, mate? What's up?
New Zealand's got South Africa and Italy. First or second, we could lose to South Africa. You never know.
Australia, that's a pretty good pull for you guys.
Yeah, Australia have got Wales and Georgia and probably Samoa and maybe Canada. New Zealand's got South Africa, Italy, Africa 1. That's usually Namibia, and the repechage winner. That's
who that?
Repechage is the playoff between Europe 3 and South and America 3, which would be Uruguay playing Russia or
USA.
Portugal. No. USA will be America 1.
Oh, there we go.
And Oceania 2 will be Fiji or Tonga. So either Fiji or Tonga
Will be in the pool.
won't be there. No.
Oh, won't
So
be
Samoa, Fiji, and Tonga, one of those 3 countries won't be at the World Cup
there.
for the first time.
Weird.
Which is a shame. Ireland, Scotland, Japan. Japan looking to keep building. It'd be cool seeing how Japan goes at home with a Sunwolves core.
They can beat Scotland, eh?
If they can beat, yeah.
But if they beat Scotland, they have to verse New Zealand in the semis, in the quarters.
True.
Yeah, so it's not good.
Ooh.
They should have cheated up.
Oh man. That's pretty interesting. Now let's go on to the next round. Round 13 of Super Rugby. Speed Demon. The first game of the round. There's a lot riding on this one. Chiefs.
Is it the first game? Oh,
Crusaders.
So much.
We have a little bet going on with this game that if the Crusaders get up, I have to shave off my beard, my precious mana.
How do you want it shaven?
I just want it gone. I don't want to be reminded of the glory it once had. Just get rid of it.
Cling to the skin.
Look, how do you want your hair? If the Chiefs beat the Crusaders, I'm going to give you a buzz cut.
Yeah.
Like you're in the army.
Yeah.
Like you've got kutus.
Yeah. I'm pretty confident.
So am I. Do you want it done professionally? Do you want me to pay for a barber to do it, or do you want me to just bring my buzzer?
You do it.
And just. If we watch it at a pub, should we just do it in the middle of the pub?
If we're allowed, yeah.
We'll donate the hair.
Yeah, we'll donate it
to the bar.
Yeah.
to mop up the bar. So Chiefs Crusaders. I think the Chiefs will win because we have a more exciting backline.
The Chiefs.
James Lowe and Damien McKenzie lead in meters and carries.
James Lowe's pretty good.
Yeah,
Does
and
he
Damien McKenzie.
Yeah.
Anton Linnett-Brown is solid in the centres. Charlie Nata as well.
Yeah, you saw Anton Linnett-Brown.
Stephen Donald or Aaron Cruden, take your pick. They're fucking... Stephen
Do you
Donald's
think Aaron Cruden's good?
Stephen Donald's probably playing better than him at the moment.
Do you think Aaron Cruden's good?
I reckon he attacks the line pretty well. He's been since he did his knee though at the World Cup, he's been a shade of himself.
No,
which is a shame to see.
That Crusaders forward pack.
But the Chiefs forward pack is pretty good too, mate.
You've got Liam Messon. He's probably the worst.
Brodie Retallick, Dominic Bird, Sam Cane, Michael Leach. Nathan Harris is coming into form as well. He's just re-signed for a few more years.
Yep, him and Leonard.
Yep, Ben May. No, he's at the thing now.
Ben May.
We've got Heka Elliott. He always puts in a good hard effort.
Heka Wera.
Yep. Fisi Ihwe.
So what are you saying the score's going to be, mate?
I reckon it's going to be the Chiefs by 10. Possibly 12.
Look, if you're a betting man or woman, put your money on Crusaders. 13 plus.
You're going good. Bullshit. Yeah, nice one.
No, do it.
should we put another side bet on it as well?
Yeah, what are you... Oh, my last bet. I won my last bet. Dan owes me dinner.
Oh yeah, Dan does owe you dinner.
Where you at, Dan?
Slide into our DMs, big boy. No, look. Honestly,
Jared.
I think the Chiefs are going to win, and I'm going to have to shave your hair. What do you look like, bald? Do you have an ugly hair? I bet you've got an ugly shaped head.
You got an ugly face.
We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
Second game of the round.
Bitch.
At 3 a.m.
But Jared.
At 3 a.m. on Saturday morning, Stormers are playing the Blues. Blues going for 4 in a row. Stormers leading their conference, which is a shit conference.
And I read somewhere Sonny Bill's going with them.
Yeah,
even
Sonny
though he's
Bill.
injured. That's not
could
news.
play.
That's not news.
Yeah, well, he's got concussion and they're going on
I
a
don't
tour,
care.
so they want him
That's
as
not
an
news.
option.
Why are we talking about it? Oh,
You brought it up.
You brought it up.
I reckon the Blues will win that as well. Oh, no.
No, they won't.
Stormers.
Yes.
Stormers will win. They'll win by 15. They'll win convincingly. They'll turn up.
Have Blues ever won?
The Stormers will remember, oh, wait, we were playing really good at the start of the season, and they'll start doing that again.
Yeah.
The next game, 5:30, Hurricanes playing the Cheetahs. You know what? The Hurricanes will have a lot to prove after that showing against the Crusaders. And they will find their form again, and they will smash the Cheetahs by 30 points.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Morale should go up.
Yes, some zesty morale will be lifted.
Morality.
There
Oh,
he is.
shit.
There he is.
Ouch.
The next game, 7... Oh, it depends where you're watching from, I guess. Where we're watching from is the one after the Hurricanes Cheetahs. Force are playing the Highlanders.
Yeah.
It's in Perth. Highlanders are playing really well. 7 in a row. Or is it 8 in a row now? No, it's 7, which is a club record for them. I feel like New Zealand teams are just making records all day.
They're just that much better, aren't they?
But I could see the Force winning this.
Jared.
It's more like I want them to. Because I like the underdog. And I've always loved the Force. I've been a long time Force fan.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Like you listened to our earlier podcasts, and it was like, I just didn't want to admit to myself. You know, like how people who are homophobic probably.
You do have a.
You know how people who are homophobic probably are secretly gay themselves. The reason why I hated the Force was because I secretly.
Oh,
loved
you
them,
remember that cartoon Arnold?
and I didn't want to admit it to myself.
You know Arnold, the cartoon.
Yeah.
Stewie's uncle, whatever.
Hey Arnold, football
Arnold,
head.
Football head. The girl that liked him.
Angelica?
Yeah, no, that's Rugrats.
Oh.
Yeah, the girl that liked him always hated and bullied him, but she actually really was in love
Yeah,
with him. Yeah,
exactly.
She wanted to jump on that.
She did.
That football ass dick.
But I don't see the Force winning, even though I love them so much. Highlanders will probably beat them 20 points.
Did Marty Banks not kick, hey?
I swear he
Because
did.
Fletcher Smith kicked.
I don't know. Maybe they gave him a rest.
Okay, I don't know.
But yeah, Highlanders are going to win by 20. What do you reckon, Benyarako?
Yeah, Highlanders. Yeah, I'm going to agree. Back-to-back agree.
Reckon they'll nose up?
Yeah, they'll nose up.
Oh, gee, nose up.
That's 3 ones in a row we've agreed on. Wow.
Sunwolf Sharks. This I do want to watch. I'm genuinely interested to see if the Sunwolves... Because the Sharks have dipped in form a lot. And the Sunwolves, we've been long-time Sunwolves fan. We've always loved the Sunwolves.
I've still...
You still hate them because they made you eat cat food. Which you didn't really mind.
The next day I was sick.
Yeah, true that.
Similar to Saturday night.
Sunwolves in Singapore, expect a crowd of about 3. And the Sharks are going to beat the Sunwolves. The Sunwolves, I don't know. Sharks, yeah.
Sharkies will do it, eh?
Sharks mana.
Yeah, hard.
They'll get up by... I'm going to say it's going to be a blowout. 35 points.
Nice. Yeah.
Sharks by a blowout. What do you reckon?
Yes.
Lions playing the Bulls in Pretor... No, at home in Johannesburg.
I'm going for the Bulls.
I do
For
want
an
the Bulls
upset.
to win.
Yeah, I don't want I do not need the Lions to win.
I just feel like it could work. Like,
Yeah.
Same thing that happened to the Hurricanes. It was supposed to be an expansive game.
Yeah.
Bulls, an abrasive forward pack.
Yeah.
Lions are going to win, but I want the Bulls to win. I'm still going to go Lions, and it's going to be by 15.
I just want the Bulls to win. After this, I've got the Kings and the Sunwolves and Sharks. They've got
the Kings Brumbies is the next game.
No, I mean
after this, so
the Lions. I need them to lose at least one game, and this is it.
Well, the next game coming up is the Kings, who are on form. They're on fire, playing exciting rugby, and the Brumbies, who are none of those things.
Brumbies might score a try. That'll be new.
They might. It could be. It'd be fresh. It'd be an idea. I see.
What happened to the
this game? I honestly don't know. Kings, Brumbies. I want the Kings to win.
Just to keep the Australian conference in a bit of how you going.
I just, we've always loved the Kings.
Yeah, okay, let's go Kings.
But the Brumbies will win now that we've chosen the Kings.
So let's go
Brumbies by 7.
Done.
Brumbies by 7. And the last game, it's another Sunday afternoon game. Awesome. This is good to see. Should we go?
With
Sunday afternoon? You don't know. We don't have to sit next to each other.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, let's do it.
Allianz Stadium, Sunday afternoon. Waratahs playing the Rebels. Remember that the reverse fixture of this one was when the Waratahs had that comeback.
Yeah.
Rebels were way ahead, and then the Waratahs scored right on full time. Don't expect that to happen again. Waratahs are going to smash the Rebels. 20 points.
What do you reckon the crowd attendance is going to be?
20 points.
20 points?
I reckon there'll be 20 people in the crowd.
20?
Per section. Nah, it depends. It's not going to be a big crowd. It'll probably be just 10,000. Just 10,000.
Wow.
Who do you reckon going to go? Who's going to win? Waratahs, Rebels.
Geez, that's a hard one. You have to go Waratahs, don't you? But you keep saying that. Fuck it.
I'm finding it really hard to pick games. The further into the season it gets,
It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah. Usually Super Rugby, the favourite wins most of the time. I haven't won a multi since the beginning of the season.
Oh, you're a bit of a betting man.
I'm a gambling degenerate.
How much multi have you put on?
I put one on every round.
Serious?
Yeah. Just 5. Just a little 5. Cheeky little.
And if you win, what happens? How much percent do I get?
0.
Why?
Unless you want to start up our own little punters club.
Yeah, but it won't work because you picked the Chiefs this week.
Yeah, because the Chiefs will win.
Okay.
Big wonder. Okay, yeah. Alright, so that's the Rugby Round Up. That's I think this was a lot shorter than the last ones, which is probably good for you guys listening.
Now tell a story, Jared.
Okay, I've got a funny story for you. Last week at one of the schools I teach at, one of the kids was asking me about my beard, and I was just joking around, having a little bit of fun, and he's like, "Oh, how long have you had I was like, "Oh, I was born with a beard." And they're like, "Oh, you look like Santa." And I was like, "Yeah, I love beards. My girlfriend has a beard." Oh.
Yeah.
And then one of them goes, "Oh, is your baby going to have a beard?" And I was like, "Yeah, my baby's definitely going to be born with a beard." And this kid, like that naughty kid in class, there's always one. It was the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard a kid say. He just goes, "Oh, that means that your girlfriend's going to get carpet burned down there."
Oh, no way.
I started cracking
How
up.
old was he?
He's like 8.
Oh.
Way too old. Way too old mentally. You know, the naughty kids are always the smartest ones.
That's the problem because of the internet these days. The kids have fucking cell phones. What do you expect?
Yeah,
they can look up anything.
Oh, it's shocking. It's shocking. But yeah, look, I'm pretty hungry. What do you reckon?
No.
Should we call it? We'll call it there, guys. That was a pretty brief rugby roundup. If you listen right to the end, you're pretty fucking hearty. Well done.
I respect that.
Yeah, we respect that a lot. If you feel like it, jump on Instagram or SoundCloud or YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Give us a follow. Give us a like. Share us with your mates.
And if you're Australian, come on.
Come on, yeah. We join us next week. We've got Hamish from the Shute Shield. He's going to come on and We're going to cover the Shute Shield a bit more. We tried to do it this week, but we need a bit more. We need a balance. We need balance. No Aussies want to come on here. They think we're going to be mean.
We're actually pretty nice guys.
We're very nice.
Well, one of us is.
We are very nice.
We are family.
We've got all our sisters with us.
Jared, what's the opposite of opposite?
Clone.
Clone?
Yeah.
Cologne.
No, clone, like a clone. A clone, which is the exact same.
Like the-
replica.
Like the clone of the sheep.
Dolly, yeah.
Dolly.
Or Timware Morrison.
What did he do?
He was the clone in the Attack of the Clones.
Oh,
Boba
that's right.
Fett, the bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. Alright guys, kia ora. Thank you. Have a good time.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. We love you.
Thanks for being cool. Nice, short, sweet.